Today we are going to discuss about the different type of defect which may arise due to faulty method of manufacture of cream, and another one is, have you seen slide?
Yes, sir.
We have categorized the defects of cream into three categories. One is flavor defect, another one is manufacturing defect, that is, you can say the different type of defect which may develop due to the manufacturing, or one defect which is due to the raw material. Raw material means cream or the milk which is used for cream separation, and another one is different type of defect within the manufacturing of cream. So here we can say that here you can observe there may be chances of one defect that is very much common in that is present, that is, you can see here, cooked flavor. Cooked flavor, this is the most severe defect in the cream. So how they arises, what is the reason behind cooked flavor of cream? So we can opt for pasteurization of cream. So during pasteurization, if we heated the cream more than the temperature required for pasteurization, definitely our cream is undergo with the higher heat treatment, and there may be chances of cooked flavor in the cream. So another reason, what you can say, another reason for cooked flavor may be due to, suppose you are cooking the or heating the cream under vacuum evaporator. तो उसमें क्या होता है, if there is any defect in vaporator, so definitely we can get the cooked flavor, because the partial reduction of vacuum definitely not able to adjust the temperature required. Or suppose there is a हेलो, बाद में बात कीजिएगा. हाँ, who is writing on the slide? Another one is another defect which is very much common is high acidic or sour cream. So this may definitely you can also found in the case of market milk also. Suppose milk having developed acidity, then we can get sour milk or acidic milk. So how can we minimize? So it can be minimized by using either fresh or sweet milk for preparation of cream. If there is any developed acidity in the cream, according to the requirement of the product, suppose you are directly using the cream just after manufacture, then the acidity level of cream may be adjusted 0.16 like that. But when you keep the cream for a longer duration, so you are definitely go for neutralization of cream. So neutralization of cream, I have already discussed the how we can actually process the cream for minimizing the defect of the acidity of the cream, so that we can get what is the purpose of neutralization, already discussed, to minimize the fat loss in the buttermilk, and also we can get the butter with the quality which can keep the butter for a longer period of time. So the two reason is behind the acidic or sour cream, that is, the milk which is used for preparation of cream is slightly acidic. Another one is you can also use the if you separate the cream from the milk and cream is kept for a longer period of time, that is not processed for other product like butter and any other thing, so acid development in the cream is also reason. Suppose you must use fresh cream for the preparation of butter or any other product. So if you are buying, if you are compare, if there is a need or urgent to use the cream of sour cream or HD cream, then you must go for replacement of cream. Another defect which is very much popular in cream, similarly when you see in the market, if you take a cream, sometime you can even in Amul or any brand of cream, if there is any type of problem, how this oxidized flavor come. So this may come due to the oxidation of fat. Oxidation of fat, how it possible? तो ये possible होता है if milk is come in contact with the copper or iron, or if our cream or milk is exposure to sunlight. तो हमारा क्या होता है? There may be chances of oxidized flavor in the cream. Another reason क्या हो सकता है? Another reason और कोई बताओ? और इसमें क्या हो सकता है कि अगर हमारा जब when we pack the cream, or if there is a gap, or there is a open area, or there is a space of permission of oxygen into the cream, so they may also oxidize the fat, at which may lead to the oxidized flavor or metallic flavor or oily flavor, you can like that. Similarly, rancid flavor, rancid which is the very from flavor point of view, this is most unacceptable flavor among the consumers. So it must be absent in the cream. If you send into the market and you get proper acceptability of the cream, then the cream must be from rancid flavor. So how this may arises? It may arises maybe due to the lipase, which is actually secreted by microbial microbes, which may protease protease. There are so many bacteria which are actually releasing lipases and proteases in jams, and which may lead to the fat hydrolysis and are responsible for rancid flavor in the cream. So what are the reason? This is the reason that if our milk is containing, our cream is contaminated with the microbial microbes, which is microbes generally proteolytic in nature or lipolytic in nature. So they are actually releasing lipase enzymes, which actually act on the fat and releases some simpler fatty acid compounds, and they may lead to the development of rancid flavor. So how we can actually control this? May control one of the method is control. How to control? The cream must be processed by the standard recommended method of pasteurization. Another one is that you must use fresh cream, and cream must be kept at such a condition so that there may be no chances, or there is a minimum chances of growth of lipolytic bacteria or bacteria which is actually responsible for the rancid flavor. So these are the flavor defect which may actually comes into the cream due to the this is almost present in almost the table cream. Another one is that you can also defect, miscellaneous defect in the cream. You already know that when you are go for coffee shop, they are actually using they're using the cream for tea or coffee. So feathering is one of the defect in coffee cream. Coffee cream already we have discussed different classification of cream. So feathering is one of the defect which is actually come into the coffee cream. So how we can, what is the reason behind that? The main reason behind that, feathering में क्या होता है ना? There is just some flax formation on the surface, on the top layer of the milk. Suppose coffee और tea जब तुम बनाते हो तो देखो अच्छा से नहीं घुल करके छोटा-छोटा इस particles में ऊपर आ जाता है. वही हो गया फिदरिंग। फिदरिंग डिफेक्ट कॉफी में भी हो सकता है, चाय में भी होता है ना। इवन जब हम रिकंस्टिट्यूट करते हैं मिल्क को, अगर तो उसमें भी फिदरिंग डिफेक्ट हो सकता है इफ आवर मिल्क आवर पाउडर इज नॉट सैनिटाइज, क्या कहता है, नॉट 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 मैंने go for process, one of the process which is called instantization, which make that powder make it readily soluble in the leaf water. तो हम लोग है, तो यहाँ पे क्या है कि प्रेशर जो होमोजेनाइजेशन प्रेशर है वो अगर एक्सेसिव होगा, है ना, एक्सेसिव प्रेशर अगर होगा तो देयर में बी चांसेस ऑफ फिदरिंग डिफेक्ट। अदर चांसेस क्या हो, जनरली जो होता है हम लोग सावर क्रीम जो होता है, एसडी क्रीम होता है जो, दे आर एक्चुअली कैरिंग द फिदरिंग डिफेक्ट इन द कॉफी क्रीम। अनदर वन इज द होता है क्या, एडिशन ऑफ साल्ट। अब इफ तुम पढ़े हो मार्केट में भी कि इफ देयर इज ए साल्ट बैलेंस, साल्ट बैलेंस क्या है, कैल्शियम फास्फोरस और फास्फेट साइट्रेट का बैलेंस है। इफ देयर इज एनी डेविएशन either due to the mechanical treatment or due to the microbial treatment, if there is any variation in the these components, then the milk may become destabilized and they become curdled। तो इसलिए हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जनरली जब हम आगे पढ़ाएंगे इवोपरेटेड मिल्क में भी जब वो हाई हीट ट्रीटमेंट देते हैं, so if you are using buffalo milk then they will not stabilize during the high heat treatment। That is why we are actually using trisodium phosphate at different concentration to check the destabilize or to check the destabilize of the buffalo milk। So addition of salt is also one of the reason for fithering the coffee cream। How we can control? Just proper homogenization pressure used for the cream manufacture। Another one is you always prefer to use sweet cream to minimize the fithering defect in the coffee cream। Another one is that you must avoid the addition of salt, so that is why we are always prefer cow milk for the tea or coffee when a dairy whitener, always prefer, because there is no need of any salt in the cow milk for preparation of dairy whitener। So but in case of buffalo milk, if we are not adding the salt, then there may be chances of destabilize, because they are destabilize the phosphate citrate or calcium phosphorus balance is destabilized due to the heat treatment। So that is why we can control this type of defect। Another one is one of the defect is much common is Barney defect। Barney defect, which is also comes into the market milk also। So what is the reason behind that? If milk is kept under poor ventilated room, definitely there may be chances of Barney flavor। Another one is that not keeping milk properly covered during the production। अगर हम प्रोडक्शन के दौरान अच्छा से नहीं रखते हैं कवर करके दूध को, तो there may be chances of Barney cream flavor in the cream। It may also come into the milk, market milk में। तो how it can be controlled? Proper ventilation of milking barn, और जो भी जहाँ पे हम मिल्किंग कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे प्रॉपर वेंटिलेशन की सुविधा होनी चाहिए, ताकि मिल्क में भी फ्री फ्रॉम एनी बार्नी डिफेक्ट, और द क्रीम विच इज प्रिपेयर फ्रॉम दैट मिल्क दे आर आल्सो free from Barney defect। Another one is that you must properly keep the cream under cold condition, or and keeping the cream with the properly covered। That means you must keep the cream with the lid so that there may be no Barney defect in the cream। Another one which is very much popular, which generally occur in the cream is bitter defect, है ना। bitter defect कैसे आता है? There are so many reasons behind that। bitter defect is generally comes when our dairy animals fed with the green fodder, but at the same time green fodder also containing some weeds which may eaten by the cow, milk animals, and they are goes into the blood and from blood to milk। तो कैसे होता है? तो ये मिल्क एनिमल्स जो है हमारा जब जो वीट्स होता है, जो हम लोग कहते हैं वीट्स को अगर खा लेता है तो उसमें जो है बीटर चांसेस होता है बीटर फ्लेवर आने का। और सबसे बड़ा जो बीटर डिफेक्ट होता है किससे होता है, जो हमारा जैसे बैक्टीरियल अगर हमें देखा जाए तो इसमें है सो जैसे हम लोग पढ़े थे मिल्क में प्यूट्रिड फ्लेवर आ जाता है ना, फ्रूटी फ्लेवर आता है, तो ये सब किससे आता है, स्यूडोमोनास फ्रेजाइल, स्यूडोमोनास, ये सब जो बैक्टीरिया है दे आर एक्चुअली रिलीजिंग प्रोटीएज एंजाइम, लैपेज एंजाइम। तो लैपेज अगर प्रोटीएज एंजाइम अगर रिलीज हुआ तो वो क्या करता है, तोड़ता है प्रोटीन को, और उससे क्या होता है कि बीटर कंपाउंड हमारा डेवलप होता है। तो हमारा जो है प्रोटीलाइटिक बैक्टीरिया जो क्रीम में डेवलप हो जाता है, जिसके चलते भी क्रीम में बीटर डिफेक्ट आता है, विच इज हाईली अनडिजायरेबल इन द केस ऑफ क्रीम, and the consumer not accepting such type of cream in for day to day consumption. So how we can actually use this one, so it must be ensured by the milker that the farmer, the dairy animals must not containing any weeds into their diet, into their ration, so that we can actually check the bitter defect in the cream. Another one is that generally lipase activity is more active in the range of 38 to 49 degrees centigrade. So we can actually check only avoiding the danger zone, that is 38 to 49 degree centigrade in cream separation. So we can able to check the flavor defect in the flavor defect, that is bitter defect in the cream. Another one is proteolytic bacteria. Proteolytic bacteria actually क्या करता है, when we keep the cream at a very low temperature less than 10 degrees centigrade, so there may be chances of proteolytic bacteria in the cream. Proteolytic bacteria कौन कौन सा है, Pseudomonas fragae, Pseudomonas fluorescens, है ना, these are the bacteria which are actually grow at a very low temperature. I have already told you different category of bacteria. One is mesophilic, thermophilic, thermoduric, and psychotropic. So these four category of bacteria, which is actually classified on the basis of temperature. So to avoid the bitter defect into the cream, you must keep your cream at a very low temperature, so that we can actually check the growth of the cream. Similarly, fruity flavor, how it is developed? It is also developed into the milk. हमने already बताया Pseudomonas fragae, they are actually developed into the milk, and they may lead to the fruity flavor defect in the cream. The same microorganisms are also responsible, which may come into the cream during the separation of the milk. So fruity flavor is generally occur due to the growth of undesirable microorganisms, but generally is the psychotrops. Psychotrops, that is Pseudomonas fragae, Pseudomonas fluorescens, Pseudomonas एक putrid होता है भी, वो तो putrid flavor पे लाता है, लेकिन ये जो है so they are responsible for fruity flavor in the cream. This is also undesirable from consumer point of view. So we are recommending the storage of cream at 5 degrees centigrade or below, so that we can actually avoid the growth of such type of undesirable microorganism. Another one is utensil में जो unclean flavor और जो ये सब dirty flavor आ जाता है, तो always ये होता है कि इसलिए if when we keep the cream into the dirty utensil, so the such type of defect may arise. Another one is that is very much common is ST defect in the cream. What is the ST defect? तुम जानते हो Saccharomyces cerevisiae, जब हमारा ये क्या करता है, ये जो yeast है, they are actually growing on the lactose. So some residual amount of lactose is also present in the cream, and if we are not keep that cream at a lower temperature, so there may be chances of growth of Saccharomyces cerevisiae in the cream, and when the growth of lactose fermenting yeast is occur, then definitely the stiff flavor may comes into the cream. So we always recommended to keep the cream at 5 degrees centigrade or below, so that we can actually minimize or restrict the growth of the yeast, and we may just thus we can actually check the yeasty defect in the cream. So how we can actually judge, how we can judge the judging and grading of cream. Suppose you are a consumer and I have to suppose you check your cream by sensory panel of judges. तो सबसे पहले हम क्या देखते हैं उसमें, जब तुम क्रीम लेते हो, जैसे ही घर में भी तुम देखते हो कि जैसे ही क्रीम लिए तो अगर सेरम सेपरेट अलग हो जाए तो सेरम क्या हुआ, अगर जो क्रीम हुआ उसमें जो हम एसएनएफ हुआ वो बाहर हो गया और हमारा है ना, अगर सेपरेट होता है उसमें सेरम तो फैट छोड़ के जो सेपरेट होता है, तो देखोगे ये पहला पॉइंट है। दूसरा क्या है, चेक फॉर सेडिमेंट एट द बॉटम, है ना, व्हाट इज द एक्चुअली एक्यूमुलेट ऑन द बॉटम ऑफ द क्रीम। अनदर वन इज सी द जनरल अपीयरेंस एंड क्लियरेंस ऑफ द क्रीम। अगर मान लो क्रीम देखने में दे आर कंटेन सम फॉरेन मटेरियल इसे, तो ग्रेडिंग में जजिंग में नंबर हम उसको कम देंगे। उसके बाद क्या है, टेक नोट ऑफ क्रीम प्लग। उसके बाद सिक्योर सैंपल फॉर बैक्टीरियल काउंट, कैसे हम बैक्टीरियल काउंट निकालेंगे वो भी, और डिटरमिन द विस्कोसिटी ऑफ द क्रीम। जैसे क्रीम तो रखा हुआ है हमारा 5 डिग्री या 10 डिग्री पे, है ना, टू चेक द डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ डिफेक्ट व्हाट वी हैव डिस्कस जस्ट नाउ। तो हम लोग कैसे विस्कोसिटी देखेंगे, सबसे पहले रिमूव करेंगे क्रीम को कोल्ड स्टोरेज से, देन टेम्परिंग द क्रीम टू 10 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, 10 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड तक लाएंगे, then we can observe the viscosity of the cream. Similarly on organoleptic properties, organoleptic properties means sensory evaluation जो हम जजेस को कराएंगे, उसका फ्लेवर, टेस्ट, बॉडी एंड टेक्सचर, तो वो जो हम कराएंगे चेक, तो organoleptic हम लोग उसका ये देखेंगे, उसको हम कितने पे देखेंगे, तो उसमें हम लोग कितने पे देखेंगे, उसको भी हम लोग जो है मतलब देखेंगे कि 10 डिग्री पे हम लोग विस्कोसिटी देख लिए, और उसके बाद हम लोग जो है ऑर्गोनोलेप्टिक टेस्ट करके देख लिए कि इसमें किसी तरह का रेंसिड फ्लेवर तो नहीं है, इसमें स्टिफ फ्लेवर तो नहीं है, इसमें जो भी डिफेक्ट है, अकॉर्डिंग टू द डिफेक्ट देयर इज ए स्कोर कार्ड फॉर द क्रीम आल्सो। यू कैन टेक गाइडलाइन फ्रॉम द स्कोर कार्ड ऑफ क्रीम and the judges can give the marks of the cream on the basis of their defect and intensity of defect, which defect carry more marks. So such type of defect is actually put into the score card. After that we can go for determination of fat and tratable acidity. We have already told you that there is the cream is classified into different categories, and according to the fat percentage they are actually defined, and some characteristics are also inbuilt in some type of cream which is make it different from the other variety of cream. So we can take that sample for tratable acidity, and after that we can check the defects. Here we can also see the microbial defect and their interpretation. There is some microbial quality, and we can interpret the result according to on the basis of bacterial count or microbial quality. Suppose high count or high coliform, that it indicates coliform जो present होता है, तो क्या होता है, they are actually the index of post contamination और contamination है, fecal contamination है। तो ये जो डिफेक्ट आता है हाई काउंट और हाई coliform, इसका मतलब है कि क्रीम इज go under cream is under heat treatment, or they are not the industry is not follow the hygienic method of manufacture, or where we cannot keep the cream at higher we cannot keep the cream at lower temperature. So this is the interpretation on the basis of their result. Similarly, suppose high bacterial count and low coliform count, it means low coliform means we are follow the hygiene method of manufacture, strict sanitary condition we are actually maintain in the method of manufacture, but we can keep the cream at higher temperature. That is why higher count may come into the cream. Similarly, suppose low count and low coliform count but high yeast. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? We are opting, we are manufacturing, our manufacturing practice is good or also maintaining the hygiene except contamination from fruits directly or indirectly. उसी तरह से low count or low coliform but high aerobic spores. इसमें क्या होता है? cream made from milk having high spore count. तो जनरली हमने भी बताया कि अगर मिल्क, फ्रेश मिल्क नहीं लेते, अगर मस्टैटिस मिल्क है और अब नॉर्मल मिल्क है, अगर उसको हम प्रोसेस करेंगे तो डेफिनेटली द स्पोर इज नॉट डिस्ट्रॉयड एट पास्चुरेशन टेम्परेचर, है ना? दैट वी कैन, सो टू किल द स्पोर्स वी हैव टू go for another process. So these are the interpretation on the basis of microbial quality of cream. And these are the some we already know the different use of cream. You can use direct consumption as a table cream or coffee cream or whipping cream. We are also used in the we are making it in different preparation of different dishes. It is also used in production of plastic cream, frozen cream and cultured cream. In the manufacture of butter, cheese, ice cream, butter oil and ghee. So cream can be used in different already we have discussed. In some variety of cheese they are containing higher amount of fat, so we adjust the fat level by using the cream. Similarly in the case of ice cream, we are actually the cream must contain not less than 10% of fat. तो उसको हम कैसे पूरा करते हैं? So we are adding cream to the ice cream mix and to meet the legal requirement. उसी तरह से हम लोग जो butter oil और ghee है, what is the raw material of butter oil and ghee? That is cream. So cream is actually used for making butter oil and also the traditional butter oil, that is ghee, traditional dairy product, and for creaming of cottage cheese. Generally when we teach you the cheese, then one of the variety of cheese is cottage cheese. That is cottage cheese actually made from skim milk. So to make the cheese more palatability or more acceptability among the consumers, so we are generally dressing the cream or topping the cream with the topping the cottage cheese with the cream. So these are the different application, or we can actually